Hello and welcome to the IFA Next Startup Pitch Battle in collaboration with Factory Netwok. I'm excited that you're here. We're here to see some exciting startup pitches. First of all, I want to tell you we are in a very noisy environment. If you want to hear just the voice of the speakers a little bit better, we have some headphones at the back. And we have a QR code here instead for a text translation in German, because all of the pitches will be in English. All right, so that said, welcome. My name is Matteo Cassese. I'm a business coach, but today it's basically a vacation for me, because you get to work, because you are going to decide who is the winner for today. So pay attention to all of the aspects of this pitch. The other people that will work today, and I'm going to introduce them in a second, are our fantastic jury. But first, a couple of words on our hosts. So we are here in a collaboration between IFA Next and Factory Netwok. Factory Netwok is an innovation network and empowers innovators through a global network of events. It's a network of spaces and groups and communities. And what I want to point you to, and we can go to the next one, I want to point you to the fact that you can check out their events at the address factory.network. And I think this is the best way to get in connection with the German, but also the international startup scene. You'll find lots of entrepreneurs and lots of advisors here. But enough with that. Let me introduce the jury, starting with Robert Kopka. He's the founder of StartMatch AI. Robert excels in simplifying grant applications for startups and mentoring entrepreneurs. Please give a round of applause to Robert. Welcome. You get the... So what are your expectations for the pitches today?
I want to see something new that I've never seen before, so that's the expectation. So let's see.
Okay, new and unseen. This is the target for you. Now, let me introduce the second jury member, all the way from Taiwan, Ming-Che Wang, leading expert in sports Internet of Things and real-time location systems. Also, a round of applause. Yeah, go ahead, please. And so you came all the way for IFA from a few time zones away. What are you expecting here?
I'm good people. I'm here to meet good people as well. I believe there's tons of good people here, especially for startup. And not only say good people, but good quality in terms of technology and AI. So I'm looking forward to it. I believe we have tons of candidates already right now. Yes.
Wonderful, wonderful. Please take a seat. And let me introduce Stephanie Trappel, expert in launching premium brands. Stephanie is passionate about consumer electronics and market strategy. So the bar is pretty high when it comes to Stephanie judging. Another round of applause, please. Welcome, welcome. So when you hear all of these, you hear a lot of pitches for a living. Okay. What do you care the most when you're hearing those? What are the things that founders should really take care of?
I mean, it's all about the USP, right? You need to convince me what is unique about your idea and the product you're bringing to market.
Absolutely. Uniqueness is the key. All right. Please take a seat. You'll find your sheets over there. I invite you to work in the same way as the jury works today, because they're going to rank these startups on the themes of team and problem fit. So can the team actually execute? Feasibility of the business case, positive impact, and innovation. So these are the 4 dimensions that you're asked to judge our startups in collaboration with you, because at the end, you're going to be the ones who vote. So the format is very, very simple. We have a timer over there, and I say this for all of the startups that are pitching. We will have 4 minutes for the startups to pitch. Then we'll have 4 minutes of Q&A with our fantastic jury. And after that, we go again. We have 5 startups, and these startups, every day we'll select one. It will go to the final, and they will go ahead to battle each other for the prize of an official IFA Next 2025 booth, and they're also going to win a trip to Austria, courtesy of Akipa. It's a growth accelerator and distributor of premium brands like GoPro and Marshall. Right, but you are here for the startups. So what is the theme for today? The theme is artificial intelligence. And I think it's kind of all the rage, but any of you here can tell me when was artificial intelligence coined as a term? Is it something from the 1990s? It was there already. Is it from the 80s? What do you think? Who says that it's from the 80s? Yeah, a few hands. Maybe it's from the 70s because, you know, transistors, microprocessors. From the 70s? From the 60s? Anybody? A few from the 60s? From the 50s? Ah, you know your stuff. 1956. John McCarthy coined the term, artificial intelligence. And before that, in 1950, Alan Turing was already working on the famous Turing test, or the imitation game. So our theme is evolving right now, today, in a really exciting way, but it comes from far, far away. All right, so my job at this point is to introduce our first pitch. So GenGenAI is a platform that generates synthetic data to train generative AI. And I have the pleasure to invite to the stage Ho-Jin Cho, the CEO of GenGenAI. Welcome to the stage. When you're ready, we can start the timer. The timer is right in front of you.
Yeah. I'm ready.
You're ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for joining us. When you hear generative AI, what comes to mind? Perhaps ChatGPT is the first thing that comes to mind. For image models, people often think of those for entertainment or artwork. AI for AI. Imagine an image generation AI that saves our lives. If you want to realize autonomous driving, a vast amount of data like this is necessary for AI training. Without sufficient data, it can lead to accidents posing threats to safety and property. Please take a closer look at these images. Can you distinguish between the real and the fake among these? The answer is here. Actually, there's not much difference between them. But the fake accurately depicts the animal to avoid on the road. In many aspects, using synthetic data can offer numerous benefits. Autonomous driving remains a still hot topic, but its profitability is somewhat limited. One of the reasons is because data collection is very expensive and time-consuming, and the whole development timeline is madly long. With our solutions, we are reducing data collection time by over 90% and cutting costs by more than 50%. Our business model is simple and clear. We provide synthetic data upon customer request and utilize it to deliver optimized AI solutions. These are our unlimited data generation examples. Look, autonomous vehicles must handle various weather conditions, including fog, rain, and snow. Exceptional driving situations such as overloaded vehicles and accidents are critical for safety. If you go camping or fishing, you may encounter various wild animals. Additionally, autonomous systems must recognize close-range objects with different types of sensors. Are you familiar with the general safety regulation? In case of driver drowsiness or distraction, an attention warning becomes a mandatory feature. Ironically, General Data Protection Regulation prohibits collection of data containing personal information. Therefore, synthetic data like this is necessary for AI training. We can generate various traffic signs and we can enhance existing 3D simulation data to be realistic with minimum effort. Thanks to this unlimited data generation, we are achieving results in various fields, especially in mobility. Our data improves various AI's performance significantly without privacy issues. For the smart security and surveillance, our generative AI can make any situations and scenarios that need to be detected. Recently, some countries in Europe are suffering from war. Our data can be used to monitor intruders and prepare for various threats. Starting with mobility, we have received collaboration proposals from many customers across defense and security. This year, we aim to achieve a tenfold increase in sales. Recognize this technological capability, we have secured about $7 million funding all within just 2 years of founding the company. Our solution is just beginning. Whatever your domain is, we will help you achieve the best products and business outcomes. Leveraging this technology, we aim to ensure that everyone benefits from AI, protecting both safety and property. Thanks for attending.
Much for a compelling pitch. Let's see what our jury has to say. I can see the business case for sure. Robert.
Really interesting. So thanks a lot for your presentation. How do you make sure that other companies like OpenAI are not outperforming you with their deep pockets? Do you have any IP strategy, or how do you protect your knowledge?
OpenAI, the big IT companies like OpenAI develops very broad model, like so-called foundation model. But our model is very specific, and we target to vertical domain, like automotive or defense sectors. So our data can reflect the domain-specific details of a specific domain. So in some sense, to train a specific AI model in a certain domain, our data will be more useful than the general data generated by OpenAI's model. Yeah. We compared the two models, and our data outperformed the existing one.
I saw you have the video and training by the video, right?
Yeah.
So did you emerge with the digital twin to simulate the physical world?
We actually, besides generative AI model, we use our own physical simulation in our pre and post processing, so we can make the physical phenomenon of real world.
Okay, so in terms of the output, is it right now in the commercial grade or in the consumer grade for the output?
Actually, since last year, we got some revenue in U.S. market, and the automotive company use our data for mass production of ADAS function. So,
okay, so the tracker means the commercial grade.
Yeah, commercial level.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
right.
Go ahead, Stephanie.
Thanks so much for your pitch. In terms of recurring business, right?
Yeah.
How do you plan on keep the companies that you're already working on engaging with your model, right?
Yeah, that's a good question. Actually, the camera changes every year. When a new car comes to the market, the camera and the spec of camera changes. So when the camera changes, the AI model needs different data that captured by the new camera, because the new camera has different sharpness, noise, and colors, different characteristics. So I believe there will be recurring revenue. Thanks.
Any other questions on?
So what is the biggest challenge you're currently facing with your product?
In some domain, like defense sector, we have a small knowledge of that domain. Like the military domain is very conservative domain. So we do not have any public data to train our model. So that's the most difficult one. Yeah.
Right, we have 35 seconds, so a really quick question. All right, then we save 25 seconds. Thanks to your efficiency. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Let me get this back, and we can go right ahead to the next project. So next on the stage, we're going to have
A little bit. So
Impactive AI, an AI-based demand forecasting and inventory management system. And for that, I'm very happy to welcome to the stage Do-hee Chung. Welcome. So that's your mic. Click on. This is your clicker. And when you feel ready, that's your timer. And the stage is yours. Yeah, take it away. Thank you so much.
Okay, I'm Dui Zhang, CEO of Impactive AI. We provide AI prediction system for enterprise. It is difficult for booksellers to make one bestseller. However, there is a company which has an amazing record. 90% of bookseller, bestseller. Process is different. Before publishing new book, they predict the possibility of success of a new book, and they select only book which has a high potential of success. If we do our business like this, it will be greater. However, the reality is not that. 75% of new product fails. The reason is simple. They launch new product without knowing it will fail. If they predict first and select a better option like a bookseller, then the result will be totally changed. We found a huge opportunity of innovation here, and we implement the transformation to this predictive way. Our client has a product life cycle from product launch to product sales. We implement AI predictive model to product the life cycle and making predictive launch and predictive production, predictive sales. And we provide this the type of SaaS. It's the flow, our solution. For more specifically, predictive launch. At the initial stage of the product planning, the flow predict first quarter sales volume before launching. And product profile with a high potential of success can be derived at this early stage. After launch, it predicts sales volume and the future inventory level and making optimization of inventory management. This is the operation process. After initial data preparation, all process of machine learning prediction is automatically proceeded. Our competitiveness, number one is a predictive accuracy performance. Now, our performance is superior than Microsoft Azure and AWS because these are general purpose service, but we are focusing on demand forecasting. So in the context of the demand forecasting, we have a competitive edge. This competitiveness comes from model approach and data approach. The number of the model, generally in-house AI team of companies use 10 to 20 models. But we have a 224 advanced predictive model. Data coverage. And not only ERP data, but also we are crawling and collecting 5 million more environmental and augmented data. We have key references, including Samsung and LG Electronics, and the USA, the Genus, and the 30 clients. We are providing some benefit to global companies. We are observing productivity effect It is reducing inventory cost by 30 to 90% in various industries. Lastly, I will talk about our members. Our founding members are AI experts, the PhD level, including Pittsburgh and Harvard University, and Seoul National University, which has a top ranked in South Korea. I am a CEO of Impactive AI, and I have some experience of MIT Technology Review, and 15 years. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I'm sorry, we have to respect the time for everyone. Thank you so much for your presentation. I'd like to give it to Stephanie and know what you're curious about.
Well, thanks again for the pitch. It was super interesting because, of course, we always witness a lot of launches.
Thank you so much.
So I'm super curious. Are you focusing on a specific product group, industry group currently?
Yeah, actually, this kind of demand forecasting can be applied in various industries. However, for more effective service delivery, we are focusing on food industry and the farm industry.
And you collect your data then from known market research companies, or where do you collect your input from that you base your models on?
Because for better performance of the model, we need various data. Some data we get from the public data, and something that we buy with an expensive price. And some data that we modify and argument the generated data, various data type.
Please.
Hello. Did you offer, other than data, did you also offer the consultant idea?
Sorry?
Did you offer also consultant idea? We talk about the risk management, right? You have prediction models, then you do the risk management. Did you also offer the consultant idea or service?
Sure, because we have expertise and we can provide. Actually, our ultimate product is a complete SaaS service. However, we have expertise of the predictive methodology. We provide model service. We call this MAS, the model as a service. We also provide some consultancy to let our clients know how to enhance their performance.
So back to your Korean client experience, how long is the adaptation rate? I mean, you have to change your model, right? To first feed in the models, feed in a baseline. Then how long is the adaptation rate?
Yeah, the period of the data.
Yeah.
Actually, it depends on industry and the companies. But at least it will be easier for us if we can get 2 years the year data.
Okay, so that means in 2 years you can charge them, right?
Yes.
Okay, got it.
Can you elaborate on the pricing model a little bit? I'm not sure if I understood that.
Our pricing model? Yeah. We have a standard pricing system, and it depends on actually the number of users and number of SKU to be predicted and the number of the tenants. Actually, it is difficult to open here on this public stage, but we have some specific pricing model.
Okay, maybe another question. What about completely new innovations? So say if one of your large customers does something completely new that has never been done before, how do you train the model for that?
How to train a model? As I mentioned, we have 224 predictive models. Many of them are our own, the unique model we developed. And for making, there are some several approaches there when we develop the new model. The combination, there are existing models, but combining some different models can make some different model. Or something that we develop some model which can be to serve the existing models the weakness and make some advanced model like that. Yeah.
We're running out of time, but we have time for another quick question.
I believe security is the first priority for this kind of applications. So did you have this kind of commandments that ensure that your client isn't afraid that his learning from you can transfer to others to be compete with them, right?
Yeah. They're making some model and apply this
Yeah.
to
Did
others.
you have this kind of like a firewall or something to make sure it doesn't happen?
Actually, in some years ago, it was impossible because in case of the time series predictive model, it was different from some conversation model. However, this day we tried a new trial, like ChatGPT. ChatGPT is a conversation model, large language model, and the prediction model is totally different. But we made the meta industrial, the pre-trained the model. With this model, we can apply in some company which is in same category of the industry. That with this model, we can get some predictive performance.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
Yes, super. Thank you very much.
That's been a pleasure having you. And now it's time to go to Argos Vision. And the subject here is giving a human-like field of view to smart robots. And I'm proud to share the stage for a second with Ki-young Park, CEO of Argos Vision. Your timing is over there. Your audience is over here. Your jury is over here. Take it away. Thank you so much.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm Ki-young Park, the CEO of Argos Vision. At Argos Vision, we develop panoramic robot vision systems. Robots are increasingly being employed across diverse industries. However, current robots face limitations in their versatility. Despite being equipped with multiple 3D sensors, they typically follow predefined paths and often struggle to identify nearby people, which sometimes lead to these tragic errors. These limitations may be due to their vision systems. LiDAR sensors provide a narrow vertical field of view, much like peering through blinds. And 3D depth cameras suffer from tunnel vision. To operate effectively in various environments, robots need a broader field of view. To address this, we created Argos View, a panoramic 3D vision sensor that mimics human eyes. While conventional 3D depth cameras cannot achieve a field of view wider than 120 degrees, Argos View surpasses this limit, offering a wide, human-like field of view. We are the first to achieve this, and our technology is patented. With its wide field of view, a single Argos View can replace multiple 3D sensors in robotic vision systems, reducing cost and integration time. More importantly, Argos View equips robots with enhanced visual intelligence, enabling them to detect surrounding obstacles, avoid cliffs, and recognize the full height of individuals at arm's length, or with a single module. Our primary focus is on mobile robots, and we are also targeting electric wheelchair market. Argos View is uniquely positioned in the 3D sensor market for robots and mobility by providing wide field of view and delivering high-resolution 3D data. We have been conducting POCs with several major robotics companies in South Korea, and we are seeking more opportunities in the global markets. This year, we are beginning pilot production of our first product, Argos View Developer Kit, and plan to launch more products next year. This is our team. I have a research background in 3D depth camera systems, and our CMO has over 15 years of experience in delivering computer vision solutions to global markets. We are now looking for partners to join us in pioneering intelligent robotics with our panoramic 3D vision AI technology. And we are also seeking for investors to support our global expansion. Imagine the possibilities when robots gain wide human-like vision. Argus View equips robots with enhanced visual intelligence, making them even more useful in our daily lives. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's really nice to start thinking like a robot, right? How does a robot see the world? And it's a perspective that we have to get used to. So go ahead, Robert. What questions do you have for?
Thank you very much for your presentation. So you talked about proof of concepts. How do you make sure that the proof of concept customers turn into real paying customers? And have you already converted some into real paying customers?
We have been doing POCs with several robotics companies, but it takes a lot of time to they adopt our technologies. For example, we have been doing POCs more than 2 years with LG Electronics. So we have more time. We need more time to make them adopt our technology.
Yep.
Thank you very much. I mean, it ties a bit into the question from Robert, right? What is the main challenges that you are expecting, and how do you plan to tackle those?
We have positioned ourselves as a part company for robot companies, but the robotics market is not expanded as we expected. So we are now considering develop robot systems with ourselves. So these days we are considering make electric wheelchairs with some autonomous functionality. We will develop autonomous navigation. We will develop electric wheelchair systems with some autonomous functionality.
It's a simple question. So your technology is based on stereo or based on TOF or based on structural light?
Our camera system is based on stereo camera system. We use two PCI lenses.
So the price itself is okay, but how about the computing price? Like you have to stitch in and you will go another process after, right? So how is the price?
Currently, our product is priced about $1,000 for a system, but the price will be go down much if we mass produce them. Our target price is under the $500.
$500 for stereo?
Yes.
Okay, so you sell not only for the whole product, but as a module. Is that right?
Actually, our camera system includes processors.
Okay. Software.
Pardon?
You mean software?
And software.
Okay.
Go ahead.
You said that the robots market is not expanding as expected. Do you see any other industries or areas where you could use your technology, aerospace or whatever it might be? Is there any possibility that you're also investigating?
Our technology is very good at recognizing people within very close distance. So in factories, they want to monitor their workers if they are in the dangerous zone or not, or they are on the line that they shouldn't then they want to stop their lines if their workers on the line. So our camera stand can be used for human safety for those cases.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us today. Another round of applause. Thank you. And so we've been generating synthetic data. We've been forecasting. We've been kind of predicting the future. We've been looking at the world like a robot. And now we go into infrastructure management with AI and robotic solutions. It's my pleasure to welcome to the stage Kyung-Min Lee from Morphingi. Not AI, I. So this is your kit. Yeah, are you set to go?
Yep.
Yes, that's your slide.
Yes.
Wonderful. Well, can't wait to hear.
Okay, thank you.
Go ahead.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Kyung-Min Lee, the CTO of Morphingi, and standing here to introduce about our Morphingi solution. The problem we are addressing is significant. We use tap water every day, but do you really think that the water pipes are well managed? Not at all. Dirty internals and problems from leaks and sinkhole are making huge economic losses and safety issues every year. Globally, the governments are taking this problem seriously and investing a lot of money. Then what is the problem? The problem was technical limitation. First of all, the water pipe robots were not small enough to explore the small types of water pipes. Secondly, their explorable length was only 100 meters, maximum 300 meters, which was still far from sufficient. Thirdly, the only way to detect a leak was try to listen to the sound while walking on the ground and make a guess there would be a leak or not. So Morphingi came up with this innovative solution. AI pipeline diagnosis and prediction solution using our own cutting-edge robot. You can make a continuous observation of the internals using our robot, and with our AI solution, you can detect the leak and or other problems. Let me introduce what is so different about our solution. First, miniaturized size. We made it small enough to fit into all kinds of water pipes. Secondly, we can explore up to 2 kilometers at once. Thirdly, we came up with our multimodal AI solution that could detect 5 different classes of the water pipe status. This is the value our Morphingi makes. We increased the maximum exploration length, reduced exploration cost, and made AI prediction services up to 5 classes, and we streamlined the diagnostic process. We made 4 MOU with 4 local governments last year and made observation up to 27 kilometers of various types of water pipes last year. And with the data we collected last year from this project, we made our multimodal AI solution. The market potential is immense. We start with the domestic water pipe market, but eventually we're targeting not only the water pipe, but also oil and gas pipes. So only in 3 years after founding, we made cumulative revenue of $40 million. And with our first investment this year, with pre-valuation of $32 million, we are looking for another quantum jump of our sales. So our CEO was one of the executives of LG Group, leading the whole new technology businesses in area of big data, AI, and blockchain. And she was headhunted to COO as a COO of Hancom and had some experience of becoming a CEO there. She has doctorate degrees of engineering in Yonsei University and actively working as a government member. Our COO and CFO are the members from LG CNS who worked over 20 years with our CEO, and our team members graduated top 3 university in Korea of engineering major, including myself. So we're making a great impact and differences, and we're expanding our business to global now. Thank you for your time. It is Stella Lee from Morphingi.
Thank you so much for the great presentation. So who has a burning question right now? Stephanie, looks like you're ready.
I'm already ready to ask my question. No, thanks so much. It was super, super interesting. I have to admit, I'm not down into technical details of water pipes or gas pipes. So my question is the following. What is the need of adaptation you see between different regions within water pipes and gas pipes? Are there regional differences?
I'm not sure I got the question right.
So in case where you would expand internationally, would the standards change? And so would you need to adopt a different technology to inspect?
Yes, of course. It should be different technology while the robot goes inside the water and goes inside the oil. And gas should be more different than that. So we are making some investment to the oil gas pipeline robot right now.
And what's the degree of complexity to do these kind of changes to your product?
Actually, we're working on the oil pipelines, and I should say the 50% of the technology is different from the water. But yeah, we are trying our best because we are getting a lot of contact from global companies that they need the robot for oil pipeline. And it would be more expensive sales for us too.
You said that the exploration length was 100 meters before your innovation, and now it's 2 kilometers. But why is there still a limitation? If it's a bot, why can't it just go forever? So what's the problem?
Actually, a lot of people ask us that why does it have the limitation? But actually, water pipe robot has to have the line. So it's line, and the weight of line makes the robots goes down when it goes over 2 kilometers because it's quite heavy.
Is that a power line, or what kind of line does it need?
Cable line. Yeah, that brings powers and the data. And the government and the company who is managing the water pipe doesn't want it with no cable, because if there is an accident of loss of robots, it's a disaster. They have to dig out the water pipe and find one, and that's a big issue.
Conscious. So to find where is the leak is important, but where is the leak? How do you identify it?
Our AI solution is multimodal solution. We use the image data and acoustic data.
So did you include some sort of distance calculations that can help us to know how long is the travel?
I'm not
following. I mean, a distance you travel, right? You have to find out where to visit it, right? So you need to know the distance, the travel distance. So do you incorporate some technologies to help you, like a GPS? But in the pipeline, you don't have GPS,
yeah, GPS
right?
doesn't work. The cable does the work of the...
a wire?
Yeah, wire. Wire knows the spot where the leak is.
Use wire to calculate the...
Yeah.
Okay.
There is a possibility to fix the leak if it's just a small one, or do you only locate it?
We are trying to make it as an on-device AI that could do the fast fix for the leak. We are trying, but not for now. Well, maybe we could make some collaboration with the fixing robot. So we detect the position and we put the fixing robot and fix it.
Okay, so we'll have to wait until at least next year to hear about a robot plumber from this stage. Thank you so much. It's been such a pleasure having you on stage. Thank you. And we are actually on time. Unbelievable. So next up, we're still in the realm of AI, but we are going into video analytics with PIA Space. And I have a pleasure to welcome to the stage Hyun-Soo Yu, the CEO. Welcome. And here you have your tool set. But you also have somebody who decides who's more powerful than me and you. No, they're going to switch it on at the right moment.
Okay.
Don't worry. Yeah, there you go. 4 minutes starting now. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Hyun-Soo from PIA Space. Most e-commerce companies are suffering from the misbehavior of employees in distribution center, especially because of theft. Coupang, the largest e-commerce company in Korea, spent $1 million for additional costs. Furthermore, continuous customer complaints and sales decline come along. PIA Space, we are providing Max, which is a multimodal AI for video analytics. Simply, Max can detect box opening, and we can recognize the theft in distribution center. Singaporean conglomerate Sembcorp is worried about misbehavior of workers at height. We are detecting working at height situation of Sembcorp, especially workers without safety harness or unsafe usage of it. And also, we are working with Kabam Robotics for detecting unattended bag at Changi Airport because they could be explosive. And many other unsafe situations and misbehavior of workers at construction sites. We are detecting those before happening heavy disaster. Max can give you an alert whenever the situation you are looking for appears in real-time video of CCTV, robots, and drones. How is this possible? That is because we are employing multimodal AI, which can analyze text data and video data at the same time. By doing that, Max can understand the complication of video scenes. By understanding the visual narrative, Max already has proved its superior performance with 2 different POCs with LG and Korea Telecoms. Based on F1 score, which is the most trustworthy performance index, the result is impressive. 96 versus 38, 95 versus 33. These are not just mediocre solution. It's already commercialized competitor. Even SK Telecom is a big company. Right now, we have various paid POCs ongoing. And those are converting to commercial contracts in distribution center for e-commerce company and construction site and highway and tunnels, airports, and so on. Max is a solution of software only, which can connect it to existing camera solution without any change. On-premises SaaS and on-device AIs are available based on subscription fee. On top of that, additional technology for data privacy are available, DID and anonymizations. As a CEO, I have a 5-year business consulting experience at BCG, and my team, CTO Sungjun Lee, has a PhD of Vision AI at Seoul National University, and my CEO, Mr. Park, is an ex-COO of biotech from Series A to pre-IPO. We all are friends from same university and same age. So our team are 35 members with a diverse expertise and robust teamwork. Thanks for your attention.
Ooh, thank you so much for the pitch. So we are looking literally at this pitch. Who wants to go first with some questions? We have our 4 minutes.
Thank you very much for your pitch. You said that it's a multimodal AI model. So what were the main challenge in training that? Because it's more complex than just video or just language or just...
Yes. We are training with a pair of sentences and video clips. So not just one sentences. There's a bunch of, more than 20s. So we already automated the whole process to make that sentences whenever we get video data clips. So we need that process faster and efficiently. That is a big burden, actually. Yeah.
I see a connection with another startup that we heard on the stage today, but I don't want to start creating partnerships here. Please.
Not much question, but some advice. Just be aware of that they already have like a lot of company developing multi-models, especially in security industry, in Europe and also in the United States. So you have to watch out. Who is your competitor, right? Already there, and what is their business model built up? Yeah. And one curious question is, in your last slide, you have the privacy. So is it for machine to not reading the video, or is for human being not reading the video?
So
how do you make it?
Yeah, about the data privacy?
Yeah.
So whenever we enter the vertical market, we need to fine-tuning with actual on-site data. But whenever we enter that market, the data is actually based on the individual information. So we have to make that it's available for us to use it. So not just erase the individual information, just make another like a random information. So that's why we are using another, not the ID, anonymization needs, that technology needs for the data tuning. Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting. So tuned for privacy. That's not even applying privacy, but tuned for privacy. Yep. To you?
You told us about so many different use cases, be it theft or luggage at airports. Based on your proof of concepts, have you identified one or two industries that are most promising, or what's your thinking about that?
Yeah, we are always arguing with our AI team because they want just one case because it's easy, right? But for me, as a CEO, which particular is the biggest, we don't know. But actually, those four are really big. Because if we enter the Coupang, the largest e-commerce company for distribution center, same happening is all around in Amazon or Lazada or SF Express or other big e-commerce companies. And also there's another one, tunnels. There's all kinds of anomaly detection needs in tunnel. There's so many anomaly situations happen, but same happening. So if we enter that market with one just customers, we can cover the whole global tunnels. It's the same problems. So like that, there's four different markets, particular markets. Those are all, I think we are saying all promising. Yeah.
But also another advice, beware of you are doing like a solution provider instead of the model maker. It's totally different stories.
Yeah, so
once you enter the solution providers, you have to deep dive, you have to focus. But as a model maker, you can have different spectrums. Mm-hmm. You can adapt to different industries. So it's totally different strategy. I'm not sure which way you're going to do after.
Yeah, so as I understand your question, as a solution providers, it's really hard to enter the local market individually. So that's why we need to make a strong partnership with the local service providers in Korea, in Singapore, in US, in Europe. So it's a standalone play. We have to cooperate with other, security service or other service providers. Yeah.
Do you have a last question?
All covered by my amazing
Wonderful.
colleagues.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you
very, very much. And now, another round of applause. We need to give a moment to the jury because they might tell us something, but I want you at the same time, I want you to make up your mind. Now it's the moment that you have the final decision. So you will have the final say of who of these 5 projects goes into the final on Tuesday. This is going to be, by the way, an appointment every day at 4:15 until Tuesday to have this pitch battle. So while you already have made your mind and they discuss, I think every one of us has played with language models, with GPT and stuff like that. And I want to tell you what I discovered very, very quickly is that there's 2 ways of using them. And it was so evident when I read this article from Ethan Mollick. And a lot of you will be familiar with Ethan's work. And he described 2 models to apply the human interaction with the language model. One is the centaur. So it's that beast that is half horse, half human. And the other one is the cyborg. Now, the centaur is a seamless combination of just human and the AI. And in the case of a centaur, what I would do is, hey, ChatGPT, give me a script that I can use at IFA Next to present my session. That's one way. The other way is to act as a cyborg. Now, the cyborg would kind of collaborate with the AI in a recursive way, thinking that the AI is part of their intelligence, and would give a prompt like, hey, this is if its timing is right, and give a very specific instruction to the model. And this is something that I think all of us have kind of experimented, and if you hadn't heard about Ethan, I'm really glad that I get to be the messenger of that. But now, I see a lot of work here. Are we loyal to our AIs? Because, for instance, I recently switched. So I was, from day one, as soon as there was a paid version of GPT, I was paying for GPT. And then 3 months ago, I was with Claude. But it takes a bit to switch, let's say, from Android to iPhone. But it took me like this to switch from OpenAI to Anthropic. Are you also super loyal to the models, or have you also switched? Who is here kind of using language models already on their computer? Give me a show of hands. Okay. Who here has switched or is changing one model from the other? Okay, so I would say 25-30% is... So it's interesting because when you are in the first phases of innovation, there's no clear winner. Even though there are first to market, and famously OpenAI opened up ChatGPT just because nobody else was using their APIs to actually make it available. So that's always interesting. I would kind of bore you if I could continue, so I'm going to stop the jury. Have you reached... Well, I'll ask you to reveal the conundrum, and then we'll vote through applause. So we're going to have fun with that. So what is your expert jury opinion? Stephanie?
We were debating closely, but we agreed that we saw a very good understanding and business case with Morphingi.
Wow. Okay. So that's a unanimous. Okay. So now I'm going to ask you to give me a baseline applause, because otherwise I'm not going to be able to judge. And then I'm going to ask you to applaud for each project. Okay. So baseline applause. Okay. We all hear that this will be the 5. Okay. So for GenGenAI, the platform that generates synthetic data to train generative AI, your applause. It's kind of a 5. Still, 5 or 6. Okay, for Impactive AI, the AI-based demand forecasting company. Very, very strong over there. For Argus Vision, the human-like field of view vision for robots? I would give it a 3. 3 to 4, just to be. So for Morphing I, what is your opinion? Yeah, that's a 5 to 6. And for PIA Space, the last pitch that we just heard. All right, for me, it's a tie between GenGen and Morphing I. What do you think at this point? But somebody needs to go to the final.
I think it's your call, right?
It's my call. I'm just the MC. No. Okay, give me just one last. GenGenAI versus Morphing. We'll start with GenGenAI, but give me very clearly, go all in if you're like for one or the other. I wanna really hear you, because otherwise we won't know. For GenGenAI. For Morphing I. And we have a winner. Congratulations, Aid. There you go. Congratulations. So you'll be on this same stage on Tuesday at 4:15, and you're going to battle with the other winners. There is going to be tomorrow at 4:15 another session hosted by me. The theme will be sustainability. The dream stage goes to sleep and have sweet dreams for today, but starts tomorrow at 10 a.m. Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Thank you so much.